Hi, I'm Sam Schreiner. I'm one of the dentists at Willow Ridge Dental Care. I decided I wanted to work in healthcare my junior year of high school. At that time I was thinking more physician, more doctor type job. And then as I got into college, a classmate recommended that I shadow a dentist. That I go see what they do, see what the job was about. And my very first day I realized that was the job that I wanted to do. The dentist that I shadowed first was actually my dentist from the time I was about 5 years old. I just saw the way that he interacted throughout his day-to-day with patients, with people that were coming in and out of the office, and it was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to emulate the way he built his practice. He actually offered me a job out of dental school, and for 2 or 3 years it was a no-brainer that I was going to take that job until I met Dr. Jones. Back before we ever even moved here, we were just in town visiting Dr. Jones and checking out the practice, seeing what there was going on here. And our first impression was just that everybody here was so friendly. I remember specifically we were walking through an Albertsons just getting some food while we were here for the weekend. And we were walking out of the store and the security guard just, big smile on his face, said, "You guys have a great night." But just being able to talk to people and see how friendly everybody was in the area made us feel very comfortable with the idea of moving up here. The interesting thing about dentistry is it's always changing, and where we are in dentistry now is not where we were 10, 15 years ago. If I were to give one example, it would be the in-office crowns that we can do now, same-day dentistry. I like the idea of the patient comes in, we sit them down for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and they walk out of there with their final crown. It's not that long of a process anymore, and we have some very good results with the technology that we have, the scanners and the mills and the things that we have right there in our office to take care of our patients. At Willow Ridge, the camaraderie is really our #1 thing as far as between Dr. Jones and I, the hygienists and the assistants. We all work very well together. There's a very high level of respect between everybody. And Dr. Jones, having been in practice a few years longer than me, has been a fantastic mentor for me. And it's allowed me to continue to learn, to continue to develop as a dentist in both my skills and in the way I'm able to communicate with people and build relationships that way. One thing that we are very passionate about in our office is making sure that people feel comfortable and at home. Because the nature of what we do, not only in dentistry but in healthcare in general, can be very discomforting for some people. So while we put a huge emphasis on clinical care and our skills in that aspect, what we really want to do is make sure people feel comfortable when they sit down in our chair, when they're talking to us, before we ever even open their mouths to take a look at what's going on. We want to make sure that they are comfortable with us as people. When I've seen people who are really scared at the dentist or uncomfortable, it feels like a win to me to be able to talk them down from that and help them feel that they're safe, that nothing's bad's going to happen to them. We're going to get through this together, and they're ultimately going to feel better than they did before.